we're going to look at graphing exponential functions. So previously we've looked at functions like y equals x squared, y equals x cubed plus 1. Exponential functions are where the variable is actually up in the exponent position. So to be an exponential, you need to have the base. What you're taking to the power is the base, and the base needs to be a number that is, it can't be 1, because if we had y equals 1 to some variable, you could have y equals 1 to the 0, that's 1, y equals 1 to the 1, that's still 1, y equals 1 squared, it's still 1. Y to any power is just 1, so that function is actually just a constant and it's not an exponential. Also, we can't have y to a negative power, because if we tried to put in a 1/2 exponent, then we would be looking at the square root of -4, which is not defined. So you can't have negative numbers as your base, and you can't have 1 as your base. You can have fractions, they just need to be positive, and you can have numbers greater than 1. Okay, so that's what it means to be an exponential function. So let's look at this example. Our function is 4 to the x power. So it's exponential because our base is a positive number that's not 1. And so let's plug in some numbers here. I'm going to just put some x values in -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. All right, so if I have 4 to the -3 power, that means the reciprocal, so 1/4 to the +3 power, which is 1 cubed, which is just 1, and 4 cubed, which is 64. So the output there is 1/64. 4 to the -2, reciprocal to the positive power, gives you 1/16. And 4 to the -1 would be the reciprocal to the +1 power, or just 1/4. 4 to the 0, anything to the 0 is just 1. And 4 to the 1 is 4. 4 squared is 16. And 4 cubed is 64. Great, so now we can go ahead and just plot each of those ordered pairs. So at -3, I'm just barely above the x-axis. At -2, I'm still way down there. At -1, I'm at 1/4. And at 0, I'm at 1. At 1, I'm at 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just counting by ones here. And then at 2, I'm way off my graph, up at 16. So you can kind of get a sense of these. They grow really fast. That's your exponential. And it can't ever reach the x-axis, let alone try to be negative, because we've got a base, which is a positive number. And even when you take a positive number to a negative exponent, it's just a positive reciprocal, just a positive fraction. Okay, so our domain, you can put any number you want in there, positive or negative. It just gives you a, now the range, we're going from 0 to infinity. Okay, let's try another one. All right, so we can have a base that's a positive number. Got it. So base is positive and base is not equal to 1. So this is an exponential. And I'm going to go ahead and put in some values here. -3, -2, -1, 0. I can just put in a 1/2. I can put any value of x that I want in there, 1 and 2. Okay, so 1/4 to the -3, that would be the reciprocal to the third power, to the positive power, so that would be 64. And 1/4 to the -2, there's my reciprocal to the positive power, so that'd be 16. 1/4 to the -1 is just the reciprocal, so that's 4. Anything to the 0 is just 1. And then if we have 1/4 to the 1/2 power, 1/2 power means square root, so square root of the whole thing. And then we can take the square root of the numerator and the square root of the denominator separately. So that would be 1/2. And then 1/4 to the 1 is just 1/4. 1/4 squared is 1/16. So let's get a sense of what this looks like. I'm going to just count by ones again. Okay, so -3 we're off the graph, -2 we're off the graph, but at -1 we're at a +4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I still go through that point 0, 1, 1/2, 1/2, 1, 1/4, and then we just start getting smaller and smaller. Okay, so it's decreasing really rapidly, but getting closer and closer. It's not ever going to touch that horizontal asymptote. Okay, so you can put in fractions for your x values. So the domain is all reals and the range is just going from 0 to infinity. All right, so to sum up, if we have a fraction as our base, then it's going from large numbers and getting and decreasing. Our graph is decreasing. Okay, and so if our base is a number greater than 1, then it just is growing really, really fast. So that is exponential growth function where our function is increasing. And then if we're in this form of the function is some number to the x power, it will go through that point 0, 1, and the domain and the range will be the same. All reals for the domain, and range goes from 0 to infinity. And we have a horizontal asymptote right here at the x-axis.